Item 7 is a resolution to approve the 5-year contract with OpenGov for licensing, permitting, and service delivery software.
Move approval.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion?
I watched sorry, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
I watched the demo, and if it is anything like how it should work, it's great. Actually, at work, we kind of have a similar program, and the efficiencies that it created with being able to monitor and track one license through many departments to bring in internal resources and to respond to citizens directly from one site, as well as to show efficiencies within our employees on task management, I think is super beneficial. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
Chair.
Yes.
I watched the video too. I liked the video. However, I hope the results are the same as the video shows.
Yeah.
Because I've been through some of these proposals before where the results are not what the presentation says it's gonna be, so I have my fingers crossed it's gonna work out good.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Ms. Grill.
to that point, we did interview, 4 different municipalities that currently use it, and we met with the vendor multiple times, 8 to 10 times, and went through our requirements and things like that. So I'm cautiously optimistic for this to move forward. But I think Kale wants to give you a warning.
Just more of a heads up. I don't think it's going to be a problem because the OpenGov folks did work with us on it. There is a limitation of damages clause in here. It's not uncommon to put one in. The limitation is 3 times of the most recent payment within the last 12 months. So it was not as high before. They decided to go up to 3 times over for us to give us less pause. I'm at the point now where I can't foresee a conflict that would exceed that amount. And so I think they've done what they needed to do to convince me this is fine. Just also as more of, just to make sure the council's aware, it is a 5-year agreement. And so the options for getting out of it are limited. But again, there's a warranty in the beginning to ensure that it's operating correctly. And if they would ever breach any type of part of the agreement, we could handle it that way. So there are ways we could address it. It just won't be quite as easy as it was with MGO to get out of. But so for the council's purposes, I think you should look at this as a 5-year commitment.
Mr. Chair?
Yes, Alderman
One
Lysick.
question I have, how much training is included with this package?
We have several hours of the professional services, which will include the training. So there'll be training. It's not unlimited, but there's multiple hours that we'll be having for the people that are going to be in charge of setting up the permits and licensing. So we'll be able to watch them as we're going to pick probably 5 or 7 type processes that they'll do for us, and we'll watch them do that. And then that will be part of the training. And then if we need additional training, we do have funding available for that.
Okay,
So we
good.
don't have a specific amount of hours, but we have funding available for a large amount.
Good.
Any further discussion? We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Item 8 is a resolution to authorize a transfer of $85,000 from the sanitation salary and wages account to the sanitation and street division repair accounts to address necessary repairs of equipment.
Move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. And then for item 9, we'll be going into closed session, and I will read us into closed session. Item 9 is a discussion regarding potential reductions to operating budget expenses. For agenda item number 9, the committee may convene in closed session pursuant to the provisions of section 19.851G of the state statutes for the purpose of conferring with legal counsel for the committee who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the committee with respect to litigation in which it is likely or is likely to become involved. The committee may reconvene in open session after completion of the closed session to consider the balance of the agenda. Can I have a motion to go into
So
closed
moved.
session?
Second.
We have a motion and a second, Alderman Lysick,
Aye.
and Alderman Tenorio,
Aye.
Alderman Weigel.
Aye.
Alderwoman Keene.
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. All right, and so we are in closed session.